Hi, my name is Ian Choi. I'm the head volleyball coach at Fordham University. Please follow me around campus as we explore the 2024 season. We've had 3 all-conference student athletes on our squad. In addition to a lot of successful weekends, for example, our UNC Wilmington weekend, we won that weekend, we won that tournament, we went 3-0. We went actually initially from a 3-win set to a 4-win set to a 5-win set versus a really solid Stetson team. Not only that, but what we've noticed as coaches is that there is complete and total buy-in by this team, and we're really excited to pivot that into this coming season. Coming off of a 9-1 non-conference record, that really propelled us to our first conference match at home versus Duquesne. It was a really solid win for us. But then midterms hit for our brilliant student athletes. That led to kind of a drought, but at the same time, once they picked that up, we were able to put together a consecutive 4-win streak in conference play that actually propelled us into qualifying for the A10s, where the team had a brilliant match against VCU, but unfortunately just fell just shy in the 5th set. So we've got 5 solid athletes coming in for the class of 2024. And funnily enough, it's an athlete per position. We've got Bridget Woodruff, a lefty right side, Mila Makunovic, who can play left or right, Sophia Kuhn as a solid middle from San Antonio, and all the way from Turkey, we have Özge Özaslan, a libero for us, and then last but not least, Emma Stammeier out of Iowa. We're really excited how they're going to add to the depth of our roster in the 2024 class. We think that literally any of them can compete for a starting spot on our team, and we're excited to see the intra-squad competition, the camaraderie, and ultimately what offensive system and defensive system is going to work best for us. First weekend, we're headed to Air Force at Colorado Springs, where we're also going to be competing against South Dakota. A lot of the reason why we decided to compete against Air Force is because they're a part of a very competitive volleyball conference, the Mountain West. Not only that, but a lot of our values are academics, athletics, and family. And so we have, being a university in New York City, we have student athletes from all over the country, and it's a really good opportunity for our athletes to get a little face time with their family members. Second weekend, we have basically the Big Apple tournament, where we've got New York. It's a very New York-centric tournament. We've got all sorts of New York teams. We've got us, Manhattan, Columbia, and Syracuse. We have a really good shot at competing and winning that tournament as well. We're excited to actually wear the crown here in New York State. Make sure you join us for 4th weekend here at Rose Hill, where we're hosting the Rose Hill Classic. We've got some quality teams and quality competition to get our feet wet for conference play, especially at home. Our first 4 weekends are really there to prepare for conference play, as we're trying to balance, the stresses of travel, the workload of matches, and our ability to feel confident and prepared as we hit the ground running for conference play. Historically, we've played 12 matches in non-conference play. However, we're limiting that just a little bit, as we are very much understanding that volleyball is now a year-round sport for our athletes. and their health is a very big priority and concern of ours. We've got a lot of good problems on our hands this season as a staff, trying to determine which 6 is going to be our most productive on the court. We really sincerely feel like with the depth of our squad, we can play anywhere from a 5-1 to a 6-2. We've got 3 solid liberos. Ryan Nauman, a senior libero, who's year after year, the evolution of her as an athlete and as a leader is truly something to behold. We got Lola Fernandez. She had that insane match against Duquesne. I don't know, where she served like 87 balls in a row. And then we've got this awesome dark horse out of Turkey, Özge Özaslan, who we feel like is going to make an instant impact once she gets here. And not only at the libero position, this is virtually at every position on the court, from setter, middle, pins. We've got really good options all the way around. It'll just depend on how we find our rhythm as an offense. Not only that, how our athletes trust each other on the court in respect to defense and maintaining certain defensive strategies and systems, so we're all on the same page. But as a staff, we're really excited about this roster, just because we think that not only do we have the buy-in and the culture, but we have the depth and the talent. Thanks for joining me at Coffee with Coach Choi. Please stay tuned to our social media, fordhamsports.com, on any updates on how the 2024 season is going to be.